Okay, so here we're looking at proportions, and some of them are proportions where we have equivalent fractions, and other ones are inequalities. And I think we'll use some of the same techniques on all of these, so let's get started. Here in A it says 3 over 15 equals what over 30? Now many people cross multiply right away, but I would suggest always using other techniques. Look for things that are simple. And I notice here that I'm going from 15 to 30, so I'm doubling my denominator. So to keep these two fractions equal, right, I'm going to double the numerator as well. And here I could just put a 6. Here in B, right, 1/2 is less than something over 20. And I could cross multiply, but I realized that 1/2 would be equal to 10 out of 20. Same thing. So for the numerator, anything larger than 10 would make this inequality true, because this fraction should be greater than 1/2. So for simplicity's sake, I'll put the first whole number that works. I'll put 11. Okay, in C we have another inequality. And here this one might not be as easy to rescale, but what we can say is, oh, 5 times 4 is 20. So, right, if I want to make these fractions equal, I would also multiply 3 by 4. So 5 by 4 and 3 by 4, that would give me 12 out of 20. But this is an inequality, and we want this fraction to be larger. So if I pick any whole number bigger than 12, or any number bigger than 12, this fraction will be larger. So for simplicity's sake, though, again, I'll just pick the first whole number. I'll put 13 there. D is interesting because this missing number could be, of course, an equal part, because here we have greater than or equal. So this fraction here could be equal to 9/30 or greater. I guess here we'll just establish that anything, right, that is equal to or greater works. So how do I do that? Well, again, I'm just gonna, before I use cross multiplication or other techniques, I'm gonna realize that 30 is double 15. So 9 should be double this numerator in order for them to be equal. So I'll put a 4.5 there, because I know, if you can see that, 4.5 is half of 9, just like 15 is half of 30. But this fraction, it could be greater than or equal to. So 4.5 works, or anything larger, just nothing smaller than 4.5. Okay, so here we keep going. And again, before we cross multiply, I'm just going to realize that 4 times 3 is 12. So I can multiply 3 by the same number, by 3, to get 9, which means 9/12 equals, and we know that 9/12 is equal to 3/4. So 9 works, but again, this is a greater than or equal to inequality. So in this statement, right, this fraction should be larger. So 9 here could be 9 or anything bigger than 9. And last we have F. Now this one's not as easy, right? Because we have to scale up 9 by a fractional amount to get to 12. But before we cross multiply, quickly reduce this side. So instead of 9 over 21, if we divide both numerator and denominator by 3, we get 3 over 7. And now when we write this out, look how much easier this statement is. I notice right away, right, that 3 goes into 12 4 times. So 7 goes into our missing number, our missing denominator, also 4 times. And 7 times 4 is 28. And here in this last one, right, we put 28 for an answer. All right, hope this helps.